העניינים?
היי.
וואו. גדלת.
אני חושבת אבל שזה נוזלים.
לא בטוחה, אני חושבת שאולי יש לך שם תינוק.
יאללה.
היי מיכל.
רוצה להתחבר מהמחשב, אני לא מצליחה.
נראה לי שקרין גם מתחברת משניים. היי בובי.
מה קורה?
מה המצב?
אני מחוברת רק ממכשיר אחד כרגע. אני פשוט, לצערי, לא אוכל להיות באימון בזמן אמת, כי יש לי אימון אחר, אז אני אעשה את האימון הזה אחריו.
אוקיי, זה כיף אבל שבאת לשיחונת.
כן, הייתי מלא שאלות ומלא שאני רוצה לשמוע.
I figured. לוגי. היי אלנה.
היי,
מה העניינים?
בסדר, מה נשמע?
אור. כרגע אני בסדר גמור עם לדבר בעברית, כפי שאני רואה.
לא בדיוק.
לא, אוקיי. No, this is important. Okay, English.
Is it okay? My Hebrew is like, I don't know. It's
everything
it's like a little bit. It exists, but not so.
No, everything is going to be in English. From this, actually, someone who the person who just entered is also only English. So definitely not to worry. Everything is going to be in English as a rule. I just, for the chat, I might weave in and out.
Sure.
So you're going to be one of several English speakers. Okay, so I am very excited, like really excited, and it's interesting because I'm super excited after, you know, I do these challenges, and I just did a 14-day challenge with people other than myself. And I'm so excited right now. Guys, talk to me, ask questions, just shoot. Because I'm going to explain the challenge. But if it's clear to you, if it's clear on the PDF, but you just have specific questions, just let's start with the specific question.
I've got a specific question. Regarding the veggies and fruits and protein portions.
Yep.
How do I measure whatever you wrote there? Like, what's the measure? Like vegetables, is it like one veggie? How does it go?
Okay, so I was waiting for this, and this is actually the first item that I want to talk about. And I also, you may have noticed me smirking, everybody. The smirk is because Karina and I have been through a lot together. And she knows that the reason she asked this question is because I am no good when it comes to measurements, okay?
What?
However, in this challenge, I wasn't going to send you a PDF that has 1,000,001 explanations regarding what I mean. So I could literally tell you what I mean by a cucumber, by a carrot, and I could literally tell you how much I would want you to weigh, okay? But this is not weigh like how much I want you to weigh, how much I want you to weigh the vegetables. Let's be clear. I don't care how much you weigh. I care about the weight of the vegetables. So the point is, I'm not going to drive you crazy with this, like I drove Colleen crazy, okay? But and I could drive you crazy. I really could. But we're not going to get down to that resolution. And what I want you to do is actually be super mindful of what you're eating. So I specifically wrote vegetables at least 3 servings, and then you can check the box, right? So in this PDF, you have boxes, and you can check the box if you've had 3 servings of vegetables. What do I mean? I mean, if you are talking about lettuce, for instance, then that would be about 3 cups of lettuce. And if you want to write this down, then write it down, because I'm taking this challenge extremely seriously. I have the PDF in front of me. I'm working with it. And that's that. So, I mean, you can take it as seriously as me, and you cannot. I'm not standing in your house, obviously, and watching your every move, right? We're here to support each other, and absolutely 0 judgment. So this group is only about yay and way to go. That's it. Only. There's not even going to be an aw. It's just, all right, dude, way to go. Okay. That's what it's all about. So we have, so if we do get down to the resolutions, it would be lettuce is about 3 cups. A cucumber is 1 serving. A big tomato is another serving. Cherry tomatoes would be a cup. But the point is that I don't even want you to kind of eat the vegetables in a way that you're just ticking off the box. I would want you to eat enough so that you know you've had at least 3 servings, that it's nothing for you. Does that make sense?
Ish. It's like, as I try to put it for myself, it's like eating vegetables 3 times a day, because it's not just a cucumber. It's like every time is a cucumber and a tomato and a pepper or whatever.
Then amazing, you get to tick the box all the time.
Okay, so cool. And
That's deal. What you're describing is great.
okay, cool.
הכוונה היא לאכול 3 פירות ביום, 3 סוגי ירקות ביום.
Hi, Michal.
Wait. Who's okay, so מיכל תחזרי רגע.
So the minute I need to eat like 3 times a day, not eat 3 times a day, 3 kinds of fruit every day, 3 kinds of vegetables every day.
No, you can eat 3 cucumbers a day and tick off the box.
Okay.
It doesn't have, זה לא הסוג שמעניין אותי. מה שמעניין אותי זה שבתודעה שלה, את אוכלי ירקות, וזה לא מלפפון כזה. Okay, this doesn't count. If you get those mini cucumbers, that's not at all what I'm talking about. And by the way, if you're like Karine, okay, so Karine and I, we like exact, okay? I personally, the reason is because I have OCD and I'm kooky, okay? Karine's more normal than me, and she just likes being exact, okay? So if you are like that, I will actually just put it right out there and tell you to have 1.5 kilos if you really want to go all out and really take it seriously. I eat about 1.5 kilos of vegetables a day. And if you want to know what 1.5 kilos is, I think it's about
It's a lot.
wait, 1 kilo is 2.2 pounds, right? So more. So like 3.5 pounds of vegetables a day.
אז סבבה, ראיתי. למשל, לטחון את זה ולעשות שייק או לא משנה מה. מעבר לזה, איך התזונה עוד משתנה?
מה החלק האחרון? מה השעה?
איך התזונה עוד אמורה להשתנות מעבר?
Okay, so this is exactly why we're meeting before 5:30, and I think I'm always gonna try to get on the Zoom early. So what the vegetables, the at least 3, this is if you're not crazy like me and you don't feel like you need a ton of vegetables, and maybe you're going from 0 vegetables lately. So I just want you to get it in. Just get some vitamins in. Okay. In terms of fruit, you can sub the fruit for vegetables, but not the other way around. So if you want to eat a red pepper instead of an apple, for instance, fine. You still get to check off the fruit box, okay? At least 2 servings of fruit. The only reason why you can't do it the other way around is because fruit has a lot of sugar in it. Okay, but it's
חוץ מפירות וירקות.
yeah. Then I wrote down water, at least 8 glasses. I'm so serious about this. I take the water stuff super seriously. Most of you guys know that the last challenge, one of my super loved peeps woke up with a major headache. She could not function one day, and she just turns out, like, I had a feeling it was water. It turns out it was water. She did not drink enough. And if you guys are gonna push as hard as me on the workouts, you have to hydrate. Okay, so and ideally I want you to take this level of hydration on after the challenge, because you need to hydrate regardless of the workouts. But these workouts are going to demand water. You're gonna tear up your muscle, you're gonna rebuild it, you're gonna sweat so much if you're going all out like me. I mean, you guys, I am dripping sweat at the end of the workout. You have to retire. In terms of not talk about carbs on the PDF, which you either noticed or not. And there was a reason, because I don't, also this is another thing, Karine knows me well. I don't, I used to be about deprivation, okay? I used to really don't eat sugar, sugar's evil, it's so evil, it's gonna take over the world, like that. I was super strict. After being a mom, okay, I'm less strict, and in fact, I really don't want her to see me deprive myself, deprive anyone else. And I also see with people that the deprivation drives them crazy. Like they're thinking about the deprivation more than anything. So I didn't write any carbs down. You guys know to have, one second, Betzalel just joined us. You guys know to have whole wheat rather than white flour. Now, I don't have a problem if you see, the thing is, and this is why we can always talk and chat. If you have a white bagel, okay, before a workout, then this is going to be less of a big deal than after the workout, or like before you go to sleep. You're gonna use the sugar that's in your blood and you're gonna smash it. So it's very complicated. If you want that brownie because it's the holiday, then I'm not gonna say don't have that brownie. I'll probably have the brownie. And if you follow me on Instagram, you saw me eat a cookie the size of my head from Milk here in Yafo, because it's so delicious, and I do that on Fridays, okay? And again, I want my daughter to see me eat a cookie and not freak out. And I don't. I really just don't freak out. I love it and I have it. And when Noga makes me a cake, I say, thank you, and I eat it. So that, I mean, don't kill yourself over this. That's really important to me. We're not going to create any disorders, any craziness. Don't kill yourself over this. Try to go complex though. So I wake up and I have oatmeal. I'm gonna give you guys the recipe. I make a spelt banana muffin that's actually really good. And if my husband eats it, then it means it's not spelty, and it's really good. And my daughter eats it and I feel good about it. What else? Oatmeal, rice, brown rice, whole wheat pasta, and watch your portions, because whole wheat pasta can also be harmful, and whole wheat bread can also be harmful, because the key is to not overdo it. Wow, that was a long answer.
No,
Because
I got you. I mean,
yeah,
to
no,
make
and
regular,
wait.
את נעלמת.
עכשיו נעלמתי?
כן.
Uh-oh.
לא, עכשיו את
אוי ואבוי. אבל חזרתי?
כן, כן.
אוקיי.
אז כאילו לאכול, אם מי שאוכל בריא ומסודר, לאכול רגיל, פשוט לשלב הרבה יותר ירקות ופירות, אם הבנתי
כן,
נכון,
ממש ככה.
כמובן.
ממש ככה. Fats, I didn't write about fats also on purpose. I'm a big advocate of healthy fats. If you have an avocado, and if you have tahina, and if you have natural peanut butter, and eat it, you don't have to eat the jar. Now, the only thing is, I did specifically say at least 2 servings of low-fat protein. And the reason for that, and by the way, you can actually mix that up with a non-complex carb. So post-workout, like I said, just like I need you to hydrate, I need you to eat a solid protein that, like, a health coach or someone from Teva Tarila, a natural food store, might not want you to eat this ever. But as someone who builds muscle, I can tell you that if you're going to eat that white bagel, okay, or even fruit, if you want to like really go all out and be super healthy, like perfect by the book, then just do fruit. But if you have a white bagel with a low-fat yogurt, then you're going to get that low-fat protein into your muscle faster. So it's very, very complicated. Oh, someone's trying to find us, but she's not finding us. Hold on. 1 second. Let's do this. Wait a second. Okay, there she goes. Okay, good. So she's going to join us in a second. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the protein stuff, I want you to have at least 2 a day so that you, oh my goodness, I think someone's actually going to join the challenge now, last minute.
I wanted to ask about that as well. Like, I have a friend that might be interested, but like he wants to join later today. Would it still be possible? We'll take a no as an answer.
No, I can't say no today. Tomorrow I will say no. But because today's day 1, then I'm not going to say no.
I see. So I will tell
you. What you do is friend me on Facebook, and then it's very easy for me to add you.
Okay, so I'll tell him.
Yeah, and then text me maybe his full name so I don't, because I sometimes am bombarded, and let me know.
No problem.
So the lean protein thing, it's not because I don't want you to have fat. So I wrote low fat, not because I'm an advocate of low fat anything. I also don't even want you to have 0% fat. It's just because I want you to have good, solid protein at least twice a day when you are working out this hard. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Now, okay. I'm sorry, I keep like asking questions and I'm like, just let me ask them. But regarding the proteins for, let's say, vegan.
Yes.
Yes. Now, the proportions and the kama zetov is always a question, because as far as I know, tofu is not exact as meat when it comes to protein.
Yeah, but we're gonna make it exact as meat. So like if I was to weigh 4 ounces of chicken breast, just a clean chicken breast, I would also weigh 4 ounces of tofu.
Like exact.
But then, see, this goes back to, so if, I just want to make sure, super disclaimer, guys. I know the weight I would want, okay? I'm trying not to weigh my food or measure too much. I'm trying to eyeball everything. This is a challenge for me because my brain is OCD and I always want exact numbers. And, so if you would eat a chickpeas, okay, just like the garbanzo bean, I would weigh 6 ounces. The reason is, like, we can get into it, but it'll take too long. But that lentils, beans, garbanzo beans, I take more. Does that make sense? You
Like,
need more of that.
More of beans. Tofu
Yes,
is the same.
more than a meat or a tofu.
Okay. I think we can handle that one.
Yeah,
I
okay.
hope so.
All right. Any other questions?
I have another question regarding protein, about fish. What do you think about salmon? It's high fat, but it's supposed to be like a good protein. I mean, obviously it depends who you are.
I'm big on salmon.
Big on salmon, but it's like when you but you say low fat and it's like high fat. I mean, it's pretty high fat, right?
Yeah. Salmon in general is it's kind of like the kochavit, the little star of everything, because it's so good for you, and the omega-3s. And you know what? Specifically for you, Lutza, I would want salmon.
Yeah, no, I have salmon cravings now, so that's why.
Go for it. Wow, that's amazing. Go for it.
I also wanted to ask something else. What did I want to ask about protein? Oh yeah, I wanted to ask about post-workout food. Like you said you want us to eat protein after workout, right?
Yes.
So how about all that stuff that we hear all the time that carbs is what we need to build muscle? I mean, obviously also protein, but we also need carbs to build muscle. So when would you want us to eat carbs? When is a good time to eat carbs for all the sugar?
Oh, okay. So wait, so you were saying that usually we protein is what we do for building muscle. That's what you're saying. And then I'm talking about carbs all of a sudden?
No. The opposite. I hear all the time about carbs building muscle. Obviously also protein, but like I all the time hear like eating carbs like pasta after workout. And now you're trying to eat protein after workout. So I'm trying to.
Yeah. Okay. Our muscles are made of protein. Right? The muscle is just, these are our building blocks.
Yeah.
But to get the protein into the muscle, you need a carb.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words,
We're gonna put protein and carb together after workout, right?
Yes. Now, if you're vegan, then a garbanzo bean it isn't enough. You actually need to add a carb. You absolutely have to add like brown rice with a legume. Otherwise, you are not going to get a complete protein. But with salmon, you can just eat your dinner after the workout, have salmon, and then for dessert, have an apple or whatever. And that's the sugar that you need to open up the muscle to accept the protein to build it.
So it's not about the carbs, it's about the sugar that's in the carb that we need with the protein. So I don't need to eat pasta after workout. It's more important.
But you know what, Lutza, you get to eat whatever you want, whenever you want.
No, בסדר, but when do I eat my pasta? No, I mean, regardless. No, regardless, I'm asking, like, when is a good time of the day to eat carbs, and when is a good time to eat protein? Because as much as I know, what's it called? Rule of thumb of what I read a lot in all kinds of resources before is like warm breakfast, something that is like a protein full grain like oatmeal, and then protein.
Oh, Lutza, oatmeal is carb.
But it also has protein in it.
Okay, it has a little protein in it. It's not enough to build. It's not the protein I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm also not talking about it. What I'm talking about is that they say to eat protein during the day, and then carbs in the evening, because like it makes you more tired, and that's an okay time to get the carbs in, because you can go to sleep afterwards or something like that.
Okay. Wow, this is.
לדעת מתי אני יכולה לאכול פסטה.
איפה הפסטה שלי?
No. I'm really trying to figure out. The day. Like, what's a
Where is
good
my
time?
pasta, yo?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm serious here, girls. I'm serious here.
Pasta for dinner. I am. No, seriously though, I want to. Important. Like, you probably even noticed that I kind of am quiet for a moment there. The pasta is something I would want you to eat less of, but during the day, so that you don't get tired in the middle of the day. I am very big on veggies, starchy veggies, and protein and fats in the evening.
Like בטטה, תפוח אדמה, כל האלה עדיף לדחוף בערב.
לדחוף. I am not, the carbs, they give you energy in the form of sugar that goes into your blood, okay? And when you go to sleep, you're not using that sugar.
מה? לא יודעת. נראה לי אותו דבר שזה ניסה להגיד אתמול, אבל לא ברור. נכון? רק שלחתי לך. אני יודעת.
Guys, if you have...
רגע, חכי, אני תכף מתחילה אימון, עוד שני דבר איתך אחרי. לא יודעת כל כך, אני לא סגורה, תכף נראה. זה מורה מנהי.
What I just did was muted everyone, and because I'm having a conversation with Lutza, then so are you able to unmute yourself? You can unmute yourself, Lutza. I want us to get started with the workout, but I know that because it's day one, there's so much that we need to talk about, that please unmute yourself if you have any more questions. But I do just want to say, carbs before you go to sleep, it's fine. I don't care when you want. My advice is, if you are vegan, eat your complex carbs with your legume and whatever, okay, in the evening. But I would not do the whole pasta thing in the evening as a regular practice. The practice would be something more like something starchy, like something that you would feel full with. So a big salad, vegetables, a soup, and a solid protein. It can be fish, it can be chicken, it can be whatever. But I'm not big on loading up, carb loading before you go to sleep. I'm not big on that at all.
Dia, I have a question.
Definitely not big on loading myself before going to sleep in general. I'm talking more about
have
just like
something small that helps you sleep,
Yeah.
then I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. I have a question about we're going to do the HIIT practice today, right?
We're doing cardio and core HIIT.
HIIT, yeah. So after we do the HIIT, I have muscles that get caught in like this area. Like, can you see it? Like
Yeah.
from the front to the back. And
Okay.
I think it's because in the middle of the practice, we lie down and we get up very fast. Like, I think it happens from the switch, right? From when I lie down to get up, because we work really fast.
Yeah.
And like my body is shocked, like when it happens. So I think it's trying to like, protect itself. So
yeah.
what is best like to do so the muscles in this area will be less caught, because it's like part of the practice.
Tamara, I think you need to slow down the transitions. So if I'm pushing really, really hard, because I feel like I can push really hard on that exercise, right? You guys have seen me do really slow push-ups when I just can't do it anymore. So if I'm pushing really hard, it doesn't mean you should be pushing hard. The transitions need to really be according to how you're feeling. If you guys looked at the workout I sent you, there's a bold, there are bolds. It says M and then an exercise. M stands for modification, and it is in bold so that it's very clear. Now, there is someone here who is super duper pregnant. What are we, 7 months already? Oh, she disappeared. Okay. Super duper pregnant. All those M's she's going to be doing. But you can also do the modifications if you're feeling your back, if you're feeling anything, any reason for a modification, do it. In addition, you do not have to jump at all. You don't have to jump at any point. So that's why I always say a burpee can be a modified burpee. You can just walk it out. You can go super slow. Okay? Because the most important thing is that you feel good, because we're just here to get healthy and strong.
To do everything like my pace and slowly, and I don't have to like jump around.
And that's because my 30 seconds, I might sprint it and smash it. And your 30 seconds, you might sprint it and smash it, and then someone else might really go slow. And that's fine, because that person's slow is sprinting and smashing it, right? And also every day we're different. Like I by the end of the last challenge, I was so slow. But I was pushing it, but I was slow. Okay, guys, what else? Talk to me before we start. Anything?
I have a few questions.
Hi.
First, you might have already answered them, but I wasn't here for the beginning, so I'll just ask them.
Yeah.
So, first of all,
By the way, New York right here.
Sorry,
I was just telling everybody that this is New York.
yeah, this is New York speaking. This what would be one serving? Like, would one tomato would be one serving? One cucumber, one serving?
So you're right. We did talk about this. You know what I'm going to do, and I wasn't going to do this. I'm going to post the recording of all of this. So instead of just doing the workout recording, I'm going to put all of this on. But yeah, a tomato would be one serving, but the point is to really just get those veggies in. But you'll see, I'm very specific about it.
All right. second question, does it matter what time of the day I do the workout?
Nope.
No. And third question is, like when you say low fat protein, so nuts are not part of it, only legumes? Like,
Okay.
No.
So I also talk about this at length. I am very pro fats. I eat fats all the time. Walnut, trina, almonds, avocados. It's just that specifically because we are working so hard, in order to build muscle, I would need you to add in, okay? You don't have to take fat out, but I do need you to eat, like, for instance, I'm a big yogurt person, mostly because it's easy, okay? So, and it's not because I love yogurt, just because it's easy. And I don't like thinking about it too much. I have too much to deal with. So I will put fruit with my yogurt, workout or whatever, and then I know I have solid protein getting into my eggs, or if you're not vegan, but if you are vegan, then you do the legumes and carbs. But you'll see in the beginning of the video.
Okay. You also talk about servings of protein there.
So I do talk about that. But like, for instance, but this is important because you're a man. And if I would have 4 ounces, for instance, of chicken breast, I would actually want you to have between 6 and 8. But again, I also talk about not weighing and not freaking out over it. So you'll see. But
Okay.
You're saying that because I would want you to have more protein.
All right. Sure.
Than what I would have.
Okay. I'll try.
That's what we're here for. We're just here to try.
Thank you.
Did I answer?
Yeah, and where do I chip in? That's the last question.
What about?
Chip in. You like in the, like, where do I send money? If I
Thank you.
Sure.
We'll talk later.
All right.
Okay. Chen, Michal, Noga, Dalel, Megan, Sharon, are we all good? Okay. You can unmute yourself at any point. But I was actually your back. So M on the workout, bold, is modification. And it's bold because I want you guys to find it. And I'm sorry, Megan. Megan's sending me secrets. I want you to find, did you guys see that there's the workout and then M, bold? That's the modifications.
But you can show the exercises, right?
Yeah. It's just because I wanted you to have the option to see it before, and if it's hard to follow along, then that you can still have the exercise. Okay. Any other questions? Because this is a good time, day 1. So like, let's take the time that we need to talk.
Yeah, I have a question about the actual workouts. If we've never done them before, is it like explained and we can follow and learn how to do it, or?
And like I said, I have an amazing lady here who I think is almost 7 months pregnant, right? Almost, am I right? Was I right on? And she's not going to be doing double down burpees. She wants to, but she can't, because also I'm not going to let her. So there's going to be a lot of like, what can you do instead? If you're starting to push because you're able to do everything, okay, but your body's telling you to cool it because you've never done anything like this, then cool it, take it easier, maybe do the modification. Okay. I am worried that I'm missing someone, but okay, I think we're okay. Anybody else? Guys, water. I'm not kidding about that. Water. Why do I hear
I
myself?
want to ask a question about water.
Yes.
Should we drink water during the workout? Is it not going to like come up?
Absolutely. Listen to your body. I usually don't drink during the workout, but I get to points where I push so hard.
But then it's a sip, right? You don't like push
Right.
a bottle of water. Just a
It's
sip.
sip. Absolutely just a sip. No. I even say that sometimes. I'm like, if I see that we've got a burpee coming up, I'm like, tiny sip, guys. I'm half worried that I'm missing someone, but.
And I have another question about weight, like weight loss / weight gain, like.
Wait, Lutza, I'm hearing you twice.
What?
I'm hearing an echo.
Oh, I don't know why you're hearing an echo.
Okay,
Now
now
it's better?
I think so.
No, it's not better. I can also hear. Okay, never mind.
No, it's important.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like if we want to be in control of weight gaining or losing weight, like what is it gonna do to our weight? Are we gonna lose weight or are we gonna gain weight? Because we're building muscle on the one hand, on the other hand we're burning fat. So we're basically, you think we're gonna stay the same weight, or what do you think or is supposed to happen?
Thank you so much for this question. Thank you so much. Very, very important. In fact, I wanted to talk to you guys about it and I forgot. You might very well gain weight if you are lean and pushing really hard and just building muscle, okay?
What is lean again?
You might gain weight if you are lean.
Yeah, lean. What's the word lean? Let me check it once.
You don't have a high body fat percentage.
Oh, okay.
You actually can gain weight just from
building muscle.
Yeah. However, if you are doing this and you're really upping the vegetables and you're lessening the sugar and common sense, and we can talk about weight loss at another point, which I know that's not your goal. Then if your goal is weight loss, you will lose weight with these workouts that actually might be if you're looking at the graph, it might be a weight loss and then up a little bit because you might be building muscle in the middle. Another thing is a lot of water retention. So guys, I would not weigh in like in the next few days unless you really have to. And if you do weigh in, you have to be really patient and calm with yourself, because if you're upping your vegetables and working out, then there is a water retention. Your weight might go up and it might only be water. So don't freak out. Don't worry about the weight. That's so specifically why I said, take a before picture, okay? I didn't want your weight to begin with. That really matters like nothing to me. I don't care. I don't care about your weight. I want to see you guys more defined and stronger and more like lively and vibrant. That's what I want to see. Okay. But you can very easily gain weight with this workout. plan, and you can very easily lose weight. Okay, it depends on where you are. Like I actually have gained weight in the last month, and it's not fat. I gained a lot of muscle, and I'm not worried about it. And you can if you can also see, like, if your waist is getting smaller, but then your thighs are a little bit bigger, you probably gained muscle. Okay.
I'm gonna leave for a second and connect from the computer.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, good thing you told me, because then I'll admit you. And I am currently barefoot. And so I'm gonna put my shoes on. And if you guys need to do the same thing, please do the same thing.
Do we have to put shoes on? Or can we be barefoot?
Questions, guys, really good questions. You do not.
I don't even have sneakers, I don't think.
I love it. I love it. First of all, for tomorrow's workout, I would even advise you not to wear shoes.
Okay.
For today, I don't like jumping without shoes. But if you don't have shoes, then that shouldn't be why the reason you wouldn't work out. I just would really ask you to be gentle on the jumps.
Okay.
Ooh, what did I just do here? Okay, so guys, any more questions? Please feel free, because this is really the time to shine right now. Okay.
I'm just gonna see the video later.
Yes.
But I will send a picture soon.
And if you still have questions and I didn't answer you, then let's just meet up at 5 o'clock tomorrow. I'm just gonna be here again at 5 o'clock. And if you guys wanna join, then we'll chat, okay? Or 5:30. And those of you who did not want to join the conversation, really sorry, because I went way over time, and I will, wait, I need to see what's going on. Oh, I know what I did. Tomorrow at 5:30 sharp, as usual, you guys know that I'm pretty sharp. Again, there's my OCD. 5:30 sharp, we're going to work out. Today, it was more important to me that we chat, actually. 1 second. Let me just make sure I've got this ready to go. Okay, so you do need water nearby. If you have a rope and you want to jump rope, then get your rope. And if you don't want to jump rope, don't, okay? It does not matter. You, in general, you don't need any equipment to work out with me, okay? That's my general rule, and it's actually a value of mine, okay? That you don't need anything to work out with me. Oh, okay. Ooh, I just dropped you guys. All right. See, I thought we were gonna have a little break before, and I'd set this up, but the conversation was way more important. Sorry for dropping you guys. It wasn't on purpose. Okay. Okay, let's rock and roll. Let me make sure that I don't drop you guys again. Any other questions? Now's a good time that I'm struggling here. No? Okay. I'm worried that someone's trying to get in and they can't, but we'll deal with it. So once we start working out, and as a general rule, at 5:30 as of tomorrow, you will be muted, okay? And that's because of the last challenge. I really realized that if you're not muted, it's a problem, and it bothers people on the recording later, and also during the live workout. So I have to mute you guys when we're working out, but you can text me, like I can see the chat, okay? Getting my shoes on. Today's workout is going to be, those of you who are doing the 14-day challenge before, it's going to be easier than what you're used to. Wait.
Sorry, last
Yes.
question. Do we need shoes?
Oh, so you don't need shoes? I don't like jumping without shoes. I don't like it. My knees don't like it. I'm not a child anymore, okay? My knees don't like it. My back doesn't like it. But if you land softly on any jumps, then it's fine. I'm okay with it. Okay? All right, guys. Just can you go like this if there's space above my head? Yeah? Okay. So I'm not like a headless trainer. Good. Okay. So jump rope if you want. Definitely you need a mat. If you want to follow along exactly, I think that my daughter, you guys aren't gonna believe this, I think my daughter took my rope. Yeah, for real. Okay, amazing. All right, there you go. There's momhood for you. Okay, so I'm not going to use a rope. We are going to get started. I want to do this. Okay. Oh, so you can follow along. You will, unlike the other challenge, I'm taking this like group thing very seriously. You will always have the workout in front of you. Not something that I usually do. It's for closed groups. The workout will be in front of you. Again, the M stands for modification. And we're going to begin with 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. I explain everything all the time, and we begin in 15 seconds. Did you hear the beep? I hope you did. Okay, so in 10 seconds, we begin with air squats. So this is actually your round, but also your warm. Air squats is exactly this. Let's begin. We're sitting back and we're standing. Sit back and stand. And please imagine that you have a chair behind you so that you're always shifting your weight way back. Shifting your weight, exhale, squeeze it up. Shift your weight back, exhale, squeeze it up. Yes, good. Okay, now we're good. So let's keep it going for another 15 seconds, and notice that I'm also moving my arms here so that what's going on here, I'm really warming up my shoulders, warming up my knees. Try to keep your abs tight, squeeze the abs and your booty when you come up, and release. Everything I just said is true for what we're about to do now. You can do another set of this, of air squats, especially if you've never really done squats before, then this can just keep doing this. Otherwise, join me for postural squat. We're gonna go a little bit wider with the legs, and the key here is to really squeeze your way up, but as you go down, you also wanna keep your chest lifted and open, pressing the elbows back. So again, I'm gonna show you my profile, booty back, squeezing the rib cage in. So I'm not doing anything like this, right? Everything's tight, everything is on. We want to exhale up. So shifting your weight to your heels, exhaling up, 10 more seconds. You should feel your upper back here. You should feel like you're working your posture. 4 seconds, 2 seconds, last time, and shake it out. We're gonna walk into a plank and stand. If you tend to get dizzy, then I would even just kind of pretend walk and then stand. Otherwise, what you're gonna do is squat. You're gonna join me now. Squat, walk into your plank, walk back, squat, and stand. Squat, walk into a plank, super tight abs, walk back, and stand. Keep it going. So by now, you should feel like your blood is kind of flowing and you're getting a little bit warmer. Okay, I always say that the third minute is the magic minute. I really feel like my body's getting ready to go. So I pick up my pace. If you don't feel like your body's ready to go, don't pick up your pace. The key here is that we're all doing our own challenge together. So if I need to challenge myself by pushing a little bit harder, we stop there, right? 15 seconds off. So if I need to challenge myself by pushing a little bit harder, but you're feeling like you need to go a little bit lighter, then it doesn't matter what I'm doing or what I'm saying. You have to listen to yourself. Slow motion mountain climbers. On our hands, in a plank, super duper tight abs. Please don't fall into your shoulder blades and bring one knee at a time to your chest. One knee at a time, slow motion. So this is about your abs more than getting your heart rate up. It's about pulling the knee in, working the abs. Exhale on the pull. So I pull it in and without dropping your back. Guys, I'm not there to put my hand on your back. So what I need you to do is just really make sure that this is not happening, ever, okay? Always tight, always tight. 4 seconds. And release. Getting ready for full mountain climbers. We're gonna do the same exact thing, and you can actually do the same exact thing if you wanna modify. Otherwise, we're gonna run what we just did. Keeping your abs tight, hands under your shoulders, run it out. So remember, you can repeat what we just did, right? Or running it out, you should be pretty warm by now. Not like ready to go, already dripping sweat, but you should feel like you're getting warmer and maybe you can run it out. Just make sure that you are not dropping your shoulder blades. Please press your hands into the floor. Keep your rib cage tight and closed. Keep it going. Keep it going. We don't stop till the beep. 8 seconds. So I'm gonna pick up my pace a little bit. Breathing through. 2 and 1. So next up, the modification is this, hovering knees. Okay, if you like, you're gonna do that. Otherwise, everybody onto your back for a crunch stop. We begin with our hands behind our head. We crunch and hold, and then we go down. Crunch and hold, and then we go down. Guys, remember that today's cardio and core, so we have a lot of Pilates slash just straight ab stuff, and combined with the cardio. So we are working our abs. I want you to be aware of your pelvic floor. So when you go up, you lift the pelvic floor. And now when you are doing the hovering knees, you can always just work through the pelvic floor. So it's lifting pelvic floor and then releasing, lifting and releasing. 3 more seconds. Last time, and then we release. So Hila, or anybody who wants to modify, you're gonna do the bird dog, opposite hand and leg. Otherwise, we're gonna do the same exact thing, side to side crunch stop. So elbows open, I do not move my pelvis, I lift to the right, stop, down, all the way down. Lift to the left, stop, all the way down, all the way down. So that stop is super important. And what I want is for you to keep your pelvis super steady, elbows open. And if we really exhale on the lift, then we get extra work. So really, and then down. Up, pause, then down. Keep it going. Exhale, pause. Also try here to lift the pelvic floor on every lift. And release. So in the modification, I specifically say Hila, but if you need to modify, then please modify. From here, we're gonna come on up to standing. If you are not jumping today, you're returning to the air squats, okay? Like we did in the first exercise. Otherwise, we're doing jumping squats, and we're gonna really tighten up our abs here. Landing softly, so I'm landing on the balls of my feet onto my heels. First balls of my feet onto my heels, soft landing. So if I was next to you and I heard you like this, I'd ask you to stop now because it bothers my ears, because I want you to protect your knees. So we have 15 seconds and I really feel like I need to pick up my pace. Notice how my knees are not falling forward, it's always back. Shift your booty back, 8 seconds. 4 seconds. I'm pushing here, I'm pushing, I'm already sweating at this point. And release, shake it out. Getting ready for jumping jacks. Exercise number 9. Let's begin. So, jumping jacks. If this is too much for us today, then we shuffle. You do not have to do the jumping jacks. Right, so I write very specific modifications, but everything has a modification. So you can hear my heart rate is already way up because those jumping squats, I really sprinted them in the end. And if you're breathing like me, then good. And if you're not, I understand that you have your reasons. Good. Some of you, you know who you are. I don't want you breathing like me. Walk into a push-up and stand. So we look at our mat. The modification would be to perform the exercise we did earlier. Walk into a plank. But if you can, add a push-up, walk back, and stand. So you're either walking into a plank or a push-up, and then walk back, squat it, and stand. Remember, you're always going from and into a squat. First squat. You can put your knees down if you want, but I would actually prefer that you avoid the push-up if you need to modify, so that you keep the core activated. Your abs should be so on. That's what's protecting your back, keeping you neutral, pulling your shoulders back. That's it. Scorpion, right. Some of you might need to do this on your left knee, so it would look like this. I hope you see me. And then some of you might do that in a plank. Just the right side. Touch and push back without touching your foot to the floor. Of course, if you need to, then touch the floor every time. But if possible, we're keeping the right leg in the air, exhaling when we touch the arm, and making sure that the pelvis is not opening up. So nothing like this, right? Pelvis is not opening up. We're parallel to the floor. I know you guys, so some of you might be dropping your head. Don't drop your head. Okay, your neck is part of your spine, guys. Let's keep it going. 2, 1, and release. Release your hands because we're about to do the same thing on the left. Oh, guys, so you can do this on your right knee. Left leg is the moving leg. Let's begin on our hands, plank it, and then exhale left. Also, by the way, I can hear your questions. If you're feeling your right leg now, the leg that is stabilizing, or if you felt the left leg before, that's not weird, okay? That leg is working very hard to stabilize and keep your pelvis steady. So I have a refrigerator absolutely filled with fruits and vegetables. It doesn't mean that you have to eat lettuce all day. It just means I want you to really make an effort over the next 14 days to live a little bit more consciously about your health, okay? That's what it means. So I'm gonna use my fake jump rope, my imaginary jump rope. You can use your real jump rope. and I'm just gonna run in place. So this is my fake jump rope. I'm literally looking around. See, the little pipsqueak just takes everything and puts it in her mouth, and she also walks around with it. So that's probably what happens to my jump rope. Okay. So if you are jumping rope, great, even better. Try to pick up your pace for the next 15 seconds. And in the meantime, I'm gonna get my knees up higher. Abs turned up. 5 seconds. 2, and last one. Again, doing that again. Exercise number 14 is the same exact exercise. So I'm saying the numbers also so you see what I'm looking at. Okay, go ahead. So I'm starting already with higher knees. I'm actually gonna push harder now. And then if I feel like I'm totally out of breath, then I'll make it a little easier. But I'm really gonna try to push my cardio here. 27 seconds. 20 seconds. You know what, I feel like I can really push harder. So I'm gonna go faster and higher. I don't wanna waste any exercise or any interval. I want my full benefit for my workout. 3, 2, 1. Hila, anybody modifying? You are going to go onto your right side. Anybody modifying onto your right side and hold a side plank. That's it. Everybody else, on your back, hands behind your head, and you are going to turn to the right. Yes, and then all the way down. Only turn to the right. So you should be looking at the right on your way up and on your way down. On your way up and on your way down. Keep looking to the right. So if you're losing control and kind of like doing something like this, send your hands forward. Even if you need to, grab your leg, your right leg, pick yourself up, and then really slowly go down and release. Do not change side. Everybody goes onto the right forearm. Everybody's gonna do this. Don't change side. So you were crunching to the right, sit up to the right. Anybody modifying this move, plank on the right. Now we all get into a plank and we rotate, looking back and lifting up. And of course, you can modify by bending the bottom leg. But if possible, get deep into the rotation and open up. If you want to do a shallow rotation, okay, maybe your back, maybe pregnancy, just shallow. Okay, you just look at the floor and lift. But since I can rotate, I'm going to look back and then lift. And every time you lift, I want your pelvis to be parallel to the wall in front of you. So rotate and up. And up and release. Now we go on to the left. So those of you who are doing the modification, you're going to plank steady on the left. Those of you who are with me, hands behind your head or not, okay, depending on how you're feeling. Okay, if you're able to do this hands behind your head, great. If you need to even hold on to your leg, great. I don't care. Whatever is best for you and controlled. So I look to the left on the up and I look to the left on the down. Keep it going. Keep it going. Now, some of you are actually postpartum, and if this is too much for you, you just do the modification that I'm giving even the pregnant ladies. Right? Absolutely fine. 3, 2, 1. We don't switch sides. We just head right over to the side plank rotation in 10 seconds. Okay. Side plank rotation. Go. So I'm gonna look way back, first making sure that my pelvis is steady. I look way back. And then if there is no reason to speed up this exercise, I can find a lot of reasons not to. One, you're stabilizing with your shoulder. Why would you want to speed up when this joint could be at risk? Okay, another reason is because your abs are slow twitch fibers. That means they react better to slow movements. And in 5 seconds, we're gonna move on back to skipping. 2 and 1. So come on up. We're back to skipping, or if you're like me, you're back to just running in place. There we go. Okay. Here we go. So I'm gonna do exactly what I did before, which was kind of just run it out, jog it out. Towards the end, I'm gonna pick up my pace if I feel like I can. And then I'm gonna go hard and see what happens after that, right? 2 rounds of skipping. So 20 more seconds. I see that I can go harder and get my knees up, my abs tighter. If this is your running place, okay, you're skipping, great, right? It is never about what I'm doing or what I want you to do at one point. It might not be the day, okay? Anyways, you might not want to jump today. Some of you have knee issues, some of you have wrist issues. Your issue is important, okay? So you need to pay attention to that. We're gonna go for skipping again, and I'm gonna do the same thing, where I'm gonna push really hard, just see what happens later. So my knees are going up higher, and I'm going faster. By the way, if I'm making a higher impact, I'm also gonna tighten up my abs a lot more. I shouldn't be floppy here. Everything's compact and tight. Try to do this without creating extra tension. Okay, so I'm asking you to be tight, but not tense. If I'm asking too much, we'll talk about it tomorrow at 10 a.m. Your time, Megan and Lauren. I don't know what time it is in Sweden. I think it might be the same time. 2, 1. I think Sweden might be the same time. Okay, elbow to opposite knee on your forearms. Not everybody can go onto the forearms because some of us are very pregnant, and so you will just go like this. That's fine. But if possible, on your forearms, lift your left leg and touch your right arm and come back. Now, guys, then switch. I know, go, go, go. I know that some of you guys are like, no, I can't touch my arm. But I'm telling you that you can. You just have to shift your body forward and come back. Shift, move your body forward and come back. Move and back. Move and back. Do not drop into your shoulder blades. Stay strong. Woo! Okay, getting ready for 10 mountain climbers and a sprawl. So let me just quickly explain. 10 mountain climbers, we count 10, then we jump it up. Drop 10, jump it up. You do not have to jump, please start. If you are walking this, you walk 10, 9, 8, and then stand. Okay, you never have to jump. Otherwise, you join me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop it up. 10, 9, 8, 6, 3. Pop it up. Working those abs. 5 seconds. Go all out. You're gonna love me now, especially those of you who've already done this challenge with me. stretching and straight climb. So onto your hands, you really are gonna love them. Bring your right leg forward and just drop your pelvis. Bring it back and switch. Told you I was gonna be nice today. And back and switch. So I'm asking everybody not to jump, right? Those of you who did the previous challenge, you know that this can be a horrifying exercise. But today we're actually making it all about core, coming out of the dip, and then foot outside of hand. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. And very well done. Back to the postural squats. The reason I have this here, right, one of our first exercises, is because I want to see how you're feeling in terms of flexibility of the joints. Let's begin. After you've completed most of the workout. So if you are able to keep your chest further open and go lower, beautiful. Okay, this is why we're doing another posture exercise, kind of to see if we can go deeper. Open up that chest that holds our phone all the time. Right, we're always here. I want us here. 15 seconds. If you want to get that heart rate up, then join me and pick up your pace. Shift your booty back, butt back. 5 seconds. 2, and release. Last exercise before our break. Guys, you've been going for 24 minutes nonstop. So I'm proud of you now, like really, really. Legs hip width apart. We're heading over to a break. I want you to get into a squat, close your rib cage. You can hold it, or maybe you can pulse it. But it's about holding the position of a closed rib cage, tight pelvic floor. Toes are not planted into the floor. In fact, I'm only feeling the weight of my body on my heels. What I just said will protect your knees. Okay, this will protect your knees. Feel the weight at your heels and work properly. Also, if you're doing what I said, then this right here is on fire. 2, 1. Guys, first section done. Well done. Well done, guys. Okay, getting ready for Tabata. What is a Tabata, you ask? I will tell you. Tabata is 4 minutes of work, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Today I only have 2 exercises for you, and we're going to be alternating. One exercise is a quarter burpee, and many of you know me and know that I hate this exercise with a passion. I hate it so much, and it's almost in all my workouts because of that. So I lead by example. If you hate an exercise, it's probably because it's so damn hard for your body, and you're gonna get used to it. This is a quarter burpee. Don't do anything, I'm just showing you the 2 exercises. A quarter burpee can be this: walk, 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 and then switch legs. Another way to do it is walk, walk, right leg leading the way, and then the next time you do the exercise, your left leg leading the way. Fine. The full exercise is this: quarter burpee. Your abs need to be on. Do not drop your back. Come out of your shoulder blades. Next, balanced sit-ups. The modification is alternating tap backs. So those of you who are not going to be doing sit-ups, which by the way, the full exercise is this. I come up and I grab my feet without my feet touching the floor, and then slowly down. If you have back issues or pregnancy or whatever, you might want to forget this exercise and actually just keep your heart rate up with tap backs, nice and fast. Okay, you do not have to do a balanced sit-up. It can get into your back if you have any sensitivities, and I'm not there to put my hands on you. let's get started. And if you get lost at any point, then 4 minutes means that we have several rounds. So don't worry, you will get the chance to do it again. This Tabata begins in 15 seconds. In 15 seconds, and we're gonna go for a quarter burpee, which I hate, and I really wonder if you hate it too, so you'll let me know after. Let's go. So I drive my knees into my chest, and I go back. Now, 20 seconds is not a lot, so what I do, and that's why I put a lot of quarter burpees into my Tabatas, is I push so hard, I push my max to the point where I need the 10-second rest. And this is a good way for you to get stronger with an exercise that is rough for you, it's difficult for you. So those of you who are staying standing, you're tapping your back. Those of you who are joining me, you crunch into balance. When you go down on the crunch into balance, you need to keep your abs so tight that you're really not feeling your back. You're pressing your back against the floor on the way down. 2 more seconds. And release. I'm getting ready for the quarter burpee. So I'm talking to myself. I'm telling myself it's gonna be okay. Let's go. So walk it or jump it. Remember the modification. You can walk this out. You can lead with alternating legs, or you can lead with one leg and then next time switch. I'm gonna push a little bit harder, 5 seconds. Balance it up, or tap backs. Let's go. I balance, slow on the way down, super controlled. Now, some of you know that this exercise on day 1 means that we are working our way up to a different exercise. A lot of what we're doing today is actually the basis to stuff that we're gonna do in 2 days, 3 days, in a week. Let's begin. Quarter burpee. Drive those knees up. Push through. So I'm planting my hands into the floor, pressing down so that I'm super safe with my neck and shoulders without bringing my shoulders up to my ears. If you guys are cool with this exercise, then you're not doing it as hard as me. Really, you should hate this exercise. All right, tap back or balance it up. But I'm actually trying to be cool with that exercise. I'm working hard at it. It's one of those exercises that just skyrockets my heart rate. Ooh, guys, this is the last time we're doing the quarter burpees. Oh, go, let's smash it out. So if you're with me, we use these last few seconds for this horrifying exercise, and we push our max. I almost started dying. Those of you who have never worked out with me, onto our back, then you don't know that I begin with inside cries, and very fast I go to outside cries. And since I'm the only one who isn't muted, you have to suffer my outside cries. I get very noisy. 2, 1. Oh. The first Tabata of the challenge is done. Yes, yes, yes. Woo, woo. You're not done with the workout. You are not done with the workout. Okay, last push for today. You have 30s. So when you see that I write something like 30s, then there's just no break. It's 30, 30, 30, no break. Now, we have planking. Anybody who needs to modify Wait, let me make sure you've got this down, okay? Because some of you are new to this. Some of you need to really be careful. Anybody who has never planked before, please pay close attention to my back. I put my forearms on the floor, I press my elbows down, they are under my shoulder, okay? If you've never planked before, this is all you're gonna do, okay? If it's too much to plank at this point, okay, but you know what a plank is, then you can put your knees down, but stay tight with the abs. Otherwise, everybody's gonna start with a forward plank, okay? Any one of those modifications, or you can join, you don't start yet. This is a forward plank. Do you see how my shoulders are actually coming above my wrists and I'm hovering? My toes are the only thing that's on the floor. I'm like really hovering. Please don't do that if you're skeptic, okay? If you tend to feel your neck or your shoulder blades, just hold a regular plank. This puts a lot of strain on us. Then we don't stop, we keep going right into plank knee bend. So that's gonna be this. We go into a regular plank and just shift back without a break, bend the knees a tiny bit and straighten. Tiny, straighten, tiny, straighten. And then we end with plank forward. Two more things, because there's no break, I really want to talk to you before. We have pulsing crunch, legs up. Those of you who are not crunching your abs, you're going to pulse your bridge. So everybody else is doing this, okay, at the very end, legs up, squeeze them together. If this hurts your back, just put your feet down, okay? And just pulse, get into it, get into it. Then we immediately, this is what we're ending with, side to side, steady lower bottom. Those of you who are not crunching, you're going to pulse the bridge, and then at the very end, when we're going side to side, you're gonna alternate legs, keeping your pelvis super steady. I'm doing this with you so you won't get lost. Let's begin. In 10 seconds, hold on. Okay, in 2.5 minutes, you guys are gonna be done and go eat your dinner. Okay, so we plank forward. I'm reminding you, in 3 seconds we begin, reminding you, do not plank forward if this is too much for you today. Otherwise, please join me with this hovering plank, super tight abs, press your arms into the floor, hover, hover. So you should feel like you want to get the floor away from you, pressing down into the floor. And in 10 seconds, we're gonna immediately shift back and bend our knees. Okay, so we shift into a regular plank. Try not to take a break. If you need to, then absolutely take a break. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Constantly pushing the floor away from you, as though you don't want the floor near you. That's how you should be really lifting up out of your shoulder blades. No need to touch the floor with your knees. Just hover and straighten. Your abs should start burning up, your arms, your shoulder blades, everything that's working to stabilize you. We hold, or we come forward for another forward plank. If you are doing the forward plank, and this is your second time, then you're gonna get tired now. And you're gonna really push through, and if at any point you need to put your knees down, then you put them down with your abs tight. Don't really release. Outside cries. Woo! Wow, okay. People who are bridging, get your booty up and pulse it. People who are crunching, get your legs up and pulse it. I pulse. I even want you to squeeze your thighs together. Imagine that you have a piece of paper between your knees and squeeze that piece of paper, don't let it drop. Lifting the pelvic floor, your pelvis is not moving. You need to put your feet down, you put your feet down and you keep going. Okay. People with the bridge, alternating legs, people with me side to side. Notice, please, that my shoulder blades are not touching the floor. Shoulder blades are not on the floor. Pelvis is steady. This is all about Steady pelvis, shoulder blades not on the floor, whether your feet are up or down. Guys, in 5 seconds, we're done. So just push through. 3, 2, 1, and release. Day 1 is done. You can tick that square. I'm gonna unmute you. Gotta unmute you, gotta unmute you, gotta talk to you. Unmute. Okay, guys, how are you?
Holy shit.
This was just the beginning, baby.
Oh my God.
No.
Seriously though, how are you? Are you good? Yes? Yeah! Aw. Wow, you guys are like badass. You guys are badass. You're like, what's up, bitch? Bring it on. Hold on, let's just go down a bit so that we can stretch. Way to go, way to go. By the way, I'm looking at Limor and Chen right now. That's a mom and daughter duo, you guys. Mom and daughter duo. How cool is that?
It's really good.
Really good.
Yes.
So let's get into a butterfly pose and just lift our chest. Now, while we're stretching out, I want us to talk a little bit. Okay, so we're fishing with time. I know you guys have stuff to do. So I know it's amazing that Annette is here. She has a ton of stuff to do today. So we're gonna come forward with our chest and drop the knees heavily. And tomorrow, my original plan was not to do any of the meditations with the mindfulness strength flow. That's what we have tomorrow as a flow. However, after I realized that some people, so keep moving with me, right? We stretch this leg out and we make the bent leg heavy. So I realized that some people are actually joining us because of the mindfulness. And so at 5 o'clock, I'll be on here. מה זה?
שהמיינדפולנס שלך מדהים. אמרתי לך את זה גם פעם קודמת.
I'm happy to hear that the mindfulness was important. Please keep stretching with me. So when my knee goes back, I'm squeezing my booty. It's important to me. I'm very big on meditation, very big on mindfulness. So I know some of you just want a flow workout, which is legit. Okay, let's go to the other side. So at 5 o'clock, I'll be on tomorrow to chat with you guys if you want. And if you guys don't come on at 5, it doesn't matter. I'll have the Zoom on. So you're welcome to come in and bring the knee back. But at 5:20, okay, the plan is I'm actually going to do a loving kindness meditation. You'll need it. And we're going to end with some more of that. So if you don't want to do it, totally fine. Come in at 5:30. All right. After one more stretch, we're going to go all the way up with our hands. And the left hand is going to pull the right. Very gently with the neck and shoulder blades. And the right is going to pull the left. And we're going to release. Take off your workout. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Guys, questions, whatever, we can chat tomorrow. You can text me. You can, we're all together. Okay, that's what it's all about. Feel free.
Thank you, Dee.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Dee. Toda.
Well done, well done. Thank you, thank you.
Yay.
Thank you, Dee.
Thank you. It was great.
Great.
Thank you. Oh, yay. Yay.
Bye.
Bye, loves. Bye, loves. Bye, Mitki. Oh, nice. Good job. Lutza, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It was so good. I was trying to leave and then I stayed. I was trying to leave like now and then you were like, Luta, and I'm like, oh, I'm here. I'm still here.
Okay, just wanted to.
This is so good. I love it.
Oh, yay. I'm
Yes,
so happy.
yes. I love it. I'm just getting over my first semester fatigue, and I'm really enjoying the gaining of the energy back. So that's why I was like, okay, here, now I'm gonna get all the energy. It's such a good opportunity.
Synchronized. Nice.
Yeah. Wait, you are pregnant too?
No, no.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay.
You were ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. It was total synchronization. I saw it and like, here, this is it.
Beautiful. Love it.
Yeah.
Yay.
See you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Bye. Bye.